So the market has already rebounded very nicely, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how long the market will rebound to until it starts dropping again. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So in today's video we're going to be covering the topic of the market rebounding and how safe you are with players in your team and how you can actually still make yourself some investments. The market has been rebounding really nicely since basically Sunday, Monday, so we're only on the Tuesday, but we're already seeing really good rebounds. This mimics last year very, very well, so what we can do is we can show you guys how long stuff is going to rebound for, and as a result, how you guys can, again, use players in your teams without losing coins and how you can make some investments still. So first off, just pointing out some of the really good rebounds we've already seen. Some of the really good rebounds we've already seen are the likes of the Pro Live cards. We've already seen cards like Kamara rebound from 43 to 58k. We've seen the likes of Thalvin rebound from 46 to about 56k. We've also seen cards like Dele Alli rebound from 67 to 77. So that's Pro Live cards that have rebounded. Let's go and show you even more cards that have rebounded. So these cards have also rebounded, and again there is zero relevance to these cards actually winning their games for them to go up. For example, Cuadrado literally drew his game, and Cuadrado's already gone for around about 110 and rebounded to 128 already. Bernardo Silva is consistently going for around about 72, and he's rebounded to 78 already. Frimpong's already rebounded from about 500k to 600k. Again, hasn't had any games to even contribute towards that. Joe Gomez has gone from 40 to 50, so we've already seen really, really good rebounds. And this is really no surprise. So here's an example of last year, someone who rebounded really, really well, and that's the likes of Ben White. He was cheap on the Sunday, Monday, and just like how Joe Gomez has gone up 10k in less than 24 hours, Ben White, again, this is even day-to-day average. This isn't even hour-to-hour. Went up 10k there, and then kept on rising going into the following Friday. So the market is rebounding, and how long will it rebound for? Now, there were different trends depending on different players last year. So we can see right here, Vinicius Jr. rebounded from Monday through to Friday. Again, had a 10k rebound in about 3-4 days. Amazing, but then proceeded to drop. We're now going to show you guys another example of this occurring. So with Neymar, we see a little bit of a different trend, but it still kind of follows the same sort of thing. And that's where he was the cheapest on Monday. He then held value till Friday, just like the Vinicius Jr. did. But he didn't really crash. He went from 224 to the likes of 221. It was only the Friday after that he went from 220 down there to 186. Therefore, how I would basically split these cards is we have about 4 or 5 cards that follow that trend, and then the other trend, or the cheaper trend, will be different. So I'd say the top end cards that I imagine will give or take hold for 2 weeks are Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Hansen, Putella, and then maybe Van Dijk, Neymar, and Salah. But again, you're starting to get more into the middle ground. And then anything below that, which again is meta, not SBC fodder, because of course 90 raters are just going to react how 90 raters react. But something more like Mendy, we'd expect to go and peak on this Friday, and then he should really go down, seeing a more significant drop in 2 Fridays' time. That then takes us to Thunderstruck cards. Now, Thunderstruck cards are very interesting because they're live cards, so I don't think they're the most comparable cards in the world to the, like generic Trailblazers, Centurions, because these already come down to the wins and losses. So I think they'll hold pretty well as long as they can get the 3-win bonus. But as soon as teams are out of it, getting the 3-win bonus, I do think we'll then start just seeing those cards drop week in, week out, because they basically stop becoming live cards as soon as the 3-win bonus is null, because people don't really care about the 2-win bonus. People do care about the 1-win bonus, but the 3-win bonus is, really the only thing people care about. So I'd say with these cards, they're going to hold value until they've lost, I believe, 2 games, and then when they've lost 2 games, I think they're going to peak, and then they should go down and down and down, unless there's a lot of hype around them getting their first win. That also comes through to the icons. I see these icons peaking as soon as their team has basically lost 2 games, and then after they've lost 2 games, they obviously can't go and get that 4-game win, which again is the +1 on their rating, so I think they go down from then onwards. That then moves us on to icons, and icons are quite interesting because you could basically get away with using cheaper icons than the gold cards with them holding value. So what do I mean by that? I basically mean a 150k icon last year held its value a lot better than a 150k gold card. So what we mean by this is, with the gold cards, they were kind of peaking on the following Friday. Well, if we do look at these, we can see that someone like Rygaard was 140k on the Friday following Black Friday. We can see that the Friday after that he was 158k, and just like the expensive gold cards, he then went down after the second Friday. So that basically means that icons, I'd imagine anything 100k and above, should be safe for basically 2 Fridays in a row, and then whatever promo probably follows the current, the up and coming promo of Radioactive, we do expect to drop the market. And we can see this trend also occur with Garincha. We can see this was the Monday we're on right now. We can see the first Friday is here. We can see the second Friday is here, and then we can basically see that the card was just basically dropping. I think it took yet another Friday for him to really have more significant drops, because I guess the card is a bit more desired. But again, basically two Fridays in a row was the longest you could hold Garincha until we start seeing a bit of panic selling. So if we're going to look at heroes from last year, we can see again Cyber Monday with them being nice and cheap. We can see that Pele peaks here, again this up and coming Friday, although he half holds value to the following Friday, and I can see this kind of being the same sort of trend, with the UCL hero promo favourite to be in 3 weeks time, which means from here to here, you're basically going into the pre-hype of the hero, and then this is when the UCL hero promo should be out, and which is why we kind of see them drop, because there might have been something equivalent of that last year. So the heroes should basically follow the same trends as the icons, where they'll be safe till not this up and coming Friday, but the Friday after. Now moving on to some of the more expensive promo cards. These will be some of the cards just like the ones that have been re-released, like the Hansen, maybe the Mbappe, maybe the likes of some of the Salah special cards, the Rashford special cards, just some of your top end special cards. So we're looking at the likes of Ronaldo last year. So you see there he is nice and cheap here on the Sunday. We can see he peaks here on the Friday, has kind of a small drop between this up and coming Friday and the next Friday. Although that was of, in all fairness, that was of about 10% basically. He then held for another week, and it was the Friday after which really dropped him significantly from about 850, and then we can see him just spiraling out of control down there to 600. So if you want to play it safe, you're going to go and sell your top end special cards again, like your Rashfords, your Hansen specials, this Friday. If not, you might be able to get away of holding on to the following Friday, but do expect a little bit of a drop between this Friday and the Friday up and coming. So now moving to some of these cheaper sort of special cards, you know, again 100, 200 odd. We're looking at the likes of Fakir right here, Rule Breaker. We can see again cheapest Sunday, Monday. We saw a decent rise here between the Monday through to the Friday, peaking at 149 on the Friday, then going down slightly after that. Did hold for kind of 1 week, so again, not this Friday, but the next Friday. And then after that, we then saw him just starting to drop, but it was the third Friday that really went and killed them off. So the general trend with these sort of cards is that you can actually get away with holding on to them for 2 weeks, but it's the third week we really saw the cards be killed off. And again, this year's equivalent, we do expect the UCL heroes coming, because EA said that you're going to go and get your free UCL hero, which people got on the Monday, 2 weeks earlier than when the promo comes out. So that means it's not likely to be this up and coming Friday, or the Friday after that. It will be the Friday after that is when we expect UCL heroes. Which makes sense, because again, Team of the Group stage should be 1 week before that, or they could release it the week of, and this Radioactive promo should fill in the gap between then and now. And I think that just about wraps it up. We've covered gold cards, heroes, icons, expensive promo cards, cheap promo cards, and I don't think there's too much more. So the market is looking very nice going into this Friday and even next Friday, but don't expect to see a bit much of a rise between this Friday and next Friday. So the general trend, just to run you guys through it, is gold cards that are under 200k are likely to peak this Friday, and then we see a bit of a substantial drop between this Friday and next Friday. Gold cards over 200k do peak this Friday, but they hold their value relatively well between this Friday and the following Friday. Cheap special cards, again, peak this Friday, but go down slightly, but nothing too relevant, especially compared to gold cards between this Friday and next Friday. And expensive gold cards basically peak again this Friday, but don't really have much negative movement between this Friday and next Friday. They're all holding across the board, really. So, you know, relatively safe holds if you want to use them for 2 weekend leagues, I believe. So that is going to go and wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, again, it's given you guys a bit of security. And if you guys do want to go and buy promo cards, again, you can basically go and buy them today and sell them all on the Friday. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.